Hey, I'm Andrew at Veritas Insurance, and a question I get a lot is, what does additional insured status do for me? If I get someone to name me as additional insured on their policy, what good is that? Here in a second, I'll explain it all to you. Okay, so what does additional insured status do for you, or what does being named as additional insured do for you? What it does is it contractually obligates the person who gave you the certificate and named you as additional insured. It obligates them to defend you and to pay a judgment against you if they do something to get you sued. So here would be some examples. You hire an excavation contractor to come in and do some excavation to build a house or to put a commercial building or whatever on there. As they're doing that, they hit a gas line and it blows up the next door neighbor's house. Those things do happen. The next door neighbor is going to sue the excavation contractor, but they're also going to sue you because you're the general contractor, you're the homeowner, or the building owner, or whatever the case may be. You have some interest in there. If that excavation contractor named you as additional insured on their policy, then their policy would have to defend you and pay whatever judgment against you up to the policy limits. The neat thing about most additional insured status endorsements is that it actually has to defend you and pay a judgment against you first before it does pay for them. So you can actually exhaust the limits of liability. If they have $1 million of coverage, it can pay $1 million for you and nothing left for them. Usually that's called primary and non-contributory and some other language that I won't go into now, but that's in general how it works. The other situation would be there's an additional insured endorsement. That's what we call for products and completed operations. And that's after it's done. So here would be the other example. You're a general contractor, an electrician comes in and wires the house. Nothing happens while he's there, but 2 months later, the house burns down. The electrician is going to get sued, and obviously you're going to get sued. So what's going to happen is that it's a completed operation that the electrician did. And so the homeowner's policy is going to pay the claim. That homeowner's policy is going to sue you and the electrician. Again, the electrician's policy has to defend you, pay judgment against you up to those limits, and then it will pay a judgment against him. So that's how that additional insured status is going to work, and that's what protects you. A certificate of insurance is not going to do that. It's only going to say that they may or may not have coverage, as another one of my articles talks about how certificates of insurance are worthless. But it's just going to say they have insurance. So in that situation, if all you have is just merely a certificate and that electrician burns down that house, you just know that he has coverage. You don't. And on a side note, we won't get into a lot, but on a general contractor's liability policy, generally it doesn't cover damage to your work. And so your policy actually would have no coverage. So if they sue the electrical contractor and you, electrical contractor we hope has insurance, it's going to defend and protect him. Yours may or may not protect you. More than likely it's not. And almost certainly it's not going to rebuild the house. If that electrical contractor gives you a fake certificate or never had insurance at all, you're naked. You don't have anything. He's not covered and you're going to get sued. And so you've got no coverage there. So really, really, really good reason to have additional insured status on the policy and make sure that that coverage is enforced. If you have questions about this stuff, give us a call. 423-292-4142. You can shoot us an email, help@veritasrm.com, or go to our website, veritasrm.com, and there's a little chat button. You can chat with us and we'd be happy to answer questions. You can also put a note somewhere at the bottom of this. I'm sure whether you find this on Twitter or Instagram, YouTube, wherever you found this thing, that you can put some comments on there. We'll do our best to respond quickly on that as well. But we do help with home and auto and business and workers' comp and general liability and bonds and anything to do with insurance. And if your agent doesn't know about these things and hasn't informed you, call us. We'd be honored to have the opportunity to earn your business and help you out with that. So like us, follow us, comment on us, and we appreciate you. Thanks, and God bless.